Yeah, guys, really happened. Lost my driver's license. I've been driving now for over 20 years, and I know that. Well, I knew there was going to be a lot of changes here or things that I have to adapt to here in my new world in Europe, but losing my driver's license wasn't one of those things. And it happened sort of unexpectedly. So I guess you guys are wondering, how did I lose my driver's license? Well, I'll tell you I what happened, why I lost it, and I'll also share with you the lessons learned. And that's the whole idea of me shooting these vlogs, is to help those of you who are into self-improvement, who needs motivating, and just to share our lives and what's going on with our lives, because sometimes things happen to us and there's nobody to share with. So if we share and we listen to the comments of others, it can encourage us and motivate us, So that's my whole idea, of shooting these series of vlogs. So I arrived here, guys, and they gave me 1 year to change my driver's license over. But in the Caribbean is a little bit more slow paced, and we usually take our time. Well, for me, take my time doing things. And yeah, I kind of took my time here, and they provided me with 3 chances where they would see me drive. So I'd had to take 3 tests just to see me drive, and if I did well, then they would offer me the driver's license. But the roads here in Europe are completely different to the Caribbean. So over the 1 year that I've been driving, I had a nice opportunity to learn the signs and getting in and off the highway, which was, different, because I grew up on a small island. So everything was going well. I was excited. So the first time I got there, this is it. The first time I arrived, I didn't check my car. I mean, my car was fine. And as I sat there waiting to go, they said, "Look, you can't go." I said, "What do you mean I can't go?" They said, "Well, look, you have to, your tires, something's wrong with your tires." But they were good tires. Yeah, so that was the one thing. And then I looked at my tires and wondering what's wrong with my tires. And I looked really closely, and the inside lining of the tires were down, so I couldn't use that. So they're very strict. Okay, that's the way it is. They're strict. It could save my life and many people's lives, so I was okay with that. The third time I got there, this is something really dumb. One of my brake lights weren't working on the top of my car, so they said, "You can't go." I was like, "Are you kidding me?" And the thing is, I had to reserve these appointments, and these appointments take a long time before you get the appointments. So that's 2 strikes. The third strike, I made sure I'm going to get there and do everything right. I got up early. I made sure that my car was okay, my tires were fine. I left the house 1 hour before the appointment. But unfortunately, I got stuck in traffic and I was late. 3 strikes. And each of those 3 strikes, I had to pay a fine. So there you go. It cost me about $300, guys. And then my license got taken away. So you may be wondering why I'm even laughing at this, Well, one of the things I started doing is learning from life lessons. Instead of thinking, "Oh, why me? I have no driver's license," I started looking as a positive thing. So what could I learn? Number 1 thing I learned is really to be on time. That's it. Punctuality is something that people don't, well, I don't know where you guys are from, but it's something I needed to work on, my punctuality. And the second thing that I've learned is really take the time to read the instructions and read the rules. And I learned this thing from Kuzni, old dog, the other day, take your time to read the instructions, especially if you purchase something, just don't go ahead and do it. Take the time and read the instructions. And last but not least is just learning to be organized, and don't take things for granted. So those were the life lessons that I've learned. And the 2 other good things I looked at is that now I'm starting to take the theory test. I'm realizing there are many things I didn't know when it comes to driving on highways and things like that. And I've driven all over the world, but I did it, I winged it. A lot of things I didn't know. So now I'm learning that. I'm also going to have the opportunity to do well, I've taken that already, a CPR test, you know, in case of emergency. So there's some good things, there are some good things to that. So yeah, that was one of my life lessons. But there's one last challenge, guys. I have to take the test in a language that I don't know of. And I spoke to people here who, you know, taking a test, and they say, man, you know, it's really, really hard. And now I have to take that test. So that's my challenge. So guys, you know, tell me what your thoughts are. Tell me how I'm going to do. Should I continue? Should I pursue this? Should I go to another country and get my driver's license? What should I do? You know, give me some ideas, guys. That's my my vlog for today. My lessons learned. I hope things are going with you guys okay this Friday. Have a great weekend. And yeah, looking forward for your comments. Peace. Caribbean one.